Apostle L of Apostle L's Divine Fast Faith Fitness Ministry. On day 7 of the God Said, Do It Fast. Today, I'm going to, as always, allow my spirit to be immersed in the will of my divine Creator, and let this message manifest as the divine Creator takes over. On day 7 of the God Said, Do It Fast, I'm feeling the presence of successful, spiritual, active fasting. The success of active, spiritual fasting. Since I'm the figurehead and the apostle and the guru and the one and only throughout all of human civilization that has been elected, anointed, and elevated to come to the world in a fleshly human form and exemplify the definition of spiritual fasting. First, submit the inner will, your inner thoughts, and all of your spirit to divine Creator. Then acknowledge that it's not your strength, your will. You're led and inner guided by a divine source, the originator of all of life and creation. And as you submit your will, your spiritual nature, and your innate whole inner being, you come in alignment with the divine Creator's strength and wisdom to overcome the real feelings of hunger, and you're able to allow the divine Creator to work in that spirit and decrease the feelings that are trying to manipulate you, and you become a wrecking force to be reckoned with, because you're connected to divine source that's taming and taking over the feeling of weakness, the feeling of crucifixion. Therefore, you become empowered in fasting. And out of that power, you become energized and renewed. The power of spiritual, active fasting. Apostle L on day 7 of the God Said, Do It Fast. Therefore, under the guidance and under direction and under leadership, you're not emotionally, psychologically manipulated, and therefore you remove any negative energy from your spirit, from your body, and from your thinking. Therefore, you don't think, oh, I need food, I need to eat. You don't feel any negative impact or signs of fasting. Therefore, you start picking up the positive energy, the positive spirit, and you realize, oh, I'm cleaning out my mind. I'm cleaning out my spiritual person. I'm coming in alignment with my Creator's will. I'm getting healthier. I'm removing all toxicity, all negativity, and I'm engineered and driven by active, alive presence of a spirit that's renewing me, that's giving me strength, that's energizing me. I don't need to eat on this fast. Food is a non-issue and a non-factor. For my divine creator is present in me. And I'm connecting to that present spirit that's alive and active and working in me. Apostle, on day 7 of the God said, do it fast. Overcoming the inability to fast. Apostle, the spirit of active spiritual fasting. Therefore, as you're becoming strengthened and leaning on the Creator's strength, you understand it's not you that's fasting. It's your divine Creator that's in you that's doing the fasting. He's just using your body as a vessel and as an example for you to get your temple in upright standing. Therefore, you're getting your body slash. When I say body, it's interchangeable with your house and your temple, meaning the same thing. You get your body, your temple, and your inner presence in working proper order and fasting. You're becoming renewed. You're allowing your flesh not to overtake you, not to overcome you. Apostles, active, spiritual, successful, fasting. You start realizing fasting as an art form. Apostles, spiritual, active, fasting. Out of this art form, you start seeing the work and the canvas of spiritual, active, fasting. You start seeing the art of your mind strengthening. You start seeing how your body is being sculptured and renewed. You start seeing the beauty of active, spiritual, fasting. You start gaining momentum and you get galvanized and you make fitness, physical fitness, an active component of your spiritual, active, fasting. And as you become active, you start developing an active spirit and you become galvanized and you become strengthened and renewed. And you start seeing fasting as an art form. I'm Apostle of Apostles, divine, fast faith, fitness, active, spiritual ministry. And you start falling in love with fasting and becomes immersed in your inner system. It's like programming and reprogramming the mind and the spiritual person. Some people will say this renewing process of spirit is a born again process. But no matter how you want to define it, it's getting the spiritual inner self in accordance, in alignment. I'm Apostle on day 7 of the God said, do it fast. Therefore, when you operate in this spirit of positive inner exchanging with your divine creator. Always let your divine creator take over in your fasts and strengthening each fast through your divine creator's power, energetic, and energy field. This renewed spirit begins to take over in your fast, and each and every fast you gain a greater insight to your divine creator's power, allowing you to fast. Therefore, it doesn't matter whatever you're called for to do. As Apostle is a living vessel, example of all the various fasts. Top of the list is the magnificent, unparalleled, never called forth or followed in a human being. The 400-day fast to paradise with its divine apostle went 426 days of being connected to my divine creator's spirit, energy force, and magnetic field of empowerment, where I was successfully able to spiritually fast for 426 days of abstinence from any food, surviving only on my divine creator's magnetic energy field and anointed, ordained juices, which led me to the 100-day fast, the 100-day manna fast from heaven, another successful spiritual fast that allowed me to submit my inner strength and rebuild my inner spiritual power, always submitting to the presence of my inner spiritual creator, and letting the power of my creator take over, guide, and strengthen this divine apostle, and developing and rekindling and renewing the presence of that spiritual power throughout the fast, and back to the 400-day fast to paradise. I remain physically active with an active fitness program throughout the incision and entirety of this magnificent, unmatched, unparalleled, spiritual, greatest fast in the history of all of human civilization, coinciding with going 465 days abstinence from sex or self-gratification of any sort. Once again, uniting and connecting with the divine creator's will, and letting the divine creator's will take over and guide and energize and polarize you. Apostle L's active spiritual fasting message. Remaining physically fit in fasting. Coincided on this journey of 426 days fasting under the banner of the spiritual guidance in the direction of the 400-day fast to paradise. I worked each step of the way. 2 and sometimes 3 full-time jobs while being homeless every step of the way. Back to fasting. This was engineered on and put my spirit to successfully fast with the holy fast. A fast throughout the whole month of December. Spiritual fasting. Apostle of Apostles Divine Fast Faith Fitness Ministry, which led to the super holy fast, a 57-day fast of abstaining from any sort of food other than aposteos, healthy, healing juices. Each fast is a spiritual fast and rooted in aposteos, anointed, healthy, healing juices, which currently I'm on day 7 of the God said, do it fast. And I'm still working 2 full-time jobs and maintaining an active fitness program every step of the way. God said, do it fast. Fasting on a higher, supreme level. Letting your inner spirit be connected to the power of our power, and allowing that power to be active and overtake you. Therefore, submitting your will, apostille of aposteos, divine, fast faith, fitness, ministry, and pioneer of all fasts, the figurehead and the Godhead, with a solid foundation of success in spiritual fasting. The guru, the figurehead, the Godhead, the apostle of fasting, with the message of successful, spiritual, active fasting, allowing the divine creator to take over in the flesh, allowing you to build a solid foundation, building a house on a solid rock, right back to house, body, and temple are interchangeable. Therefore, building your spiritual house and spiritual self on a solid rock. And that solid rock is the presence of your divine creator. And let that presence in you become active and connect to it. And every fast that you're on, that starts off the same way, you connect with that divine power, that divine energy field, apostille, on day 7 of the God said, do it fast. Apostille, successful, active, spiritual, fasting. And as always, I'm backed by divine source. Apostille, active, spiritual, fasting. Feeling the spirit, connected to the spirit. Successful, spiritual, active, fasting. Apostille of aposteos, divine, fast faith, fitness, ministry, removing negativity, negative chi, negative energy from the spirit. I see those spirits being released out of me. I feel them releasing. I feel the presence of active energy taking over and renewing my total holistic being as a human being, apostille of aposteos, divine, successful, fasting, fitness, ministry. On day 7 of the God said, do it fast. I'm feeling the presence of that spirit, that power, active, spiritual fasting. You have the power, apostille of aposteos. You have the power, program. Mr. Ills, you have the power program. You have the power to successfully fast and remove negative energy from your body and your spirit, be it mental, stumbling blocks, being its diseases, being its low self-esteem, lack of energy. You can remove all that energy from your spirit. I'm Apostle, the guru and the figurehead in the arena of fasting, a divine apostle on day 7 of the God said, do it fast. Successful, active, spiritual fasting. You have the power, Apostle.